one. Oh, whatever. Beep.
Can I show my face?
No, you better off. Better not. This.
Oh,
Where's the cover of that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Hello po. Dang, Ayana. Ayana, take off your socks. You don't smell that? Can you put that somewhere in the bedroom? Oh my god, that's... No, it's not. Just put it right there. Ayana, put it somewhere right there, on the side. And on the fan. Thank you. Why it has to have the light? Isa pa. Hello po. You know what? I don't understand what you're talking about. I am not from your country, so if you speak in English, then we might understand each other. Do we? Hello, hello? Biglang baba ba? Jeez, why are they... Thanks. Can you charge this right there, please? Make sure it's charged before you go. Thank you.
The goldfish that I just ate, I liked it because it was pretty salty. Everybody likes that.
Mm-hmm.
Salty is the better.
Yeah. Yo, amazing. Mm. Hello po. Hello, let's be nice and have a great day. Yeah, have a great day, all. Nadidetect na tayo ni ni Lolo. Si Lolo nakatingin dyan. Hindi niyo alam. Director pala si Lolo. Mm-mm. Mm. Okay. What happened to this one? It's not working. So guys, so you're watching though. What is that? What's that? Oh, Jessica, Kylie. No homework. Yes, you do have one. She thinks she doesn't have homework, but she have one. Mhm. Hello po. Crazy boy. Huh, sure, bro, really. Hi, Diane. Another moderator just handled this. Who is that moderator I have? Mm. Dalawa, tatlo na yun. Very impossible. Hello po. Hello sa inyo. Hello, bag little. Mm-mm. Don't show your face there. Let me see the tablet here if it's working or not. It's charging. Yeah. Hello po. Oh, wala na. Yan na lang. Something on what? Hey, excuse me. What is that for, though? Is your folder empty? Is your folder empty? Why did you give your yesterday, Yana? Why did you give out one of your journal that Ninang gave you yesterday? She mentioned it that she can write in one of the journal. Yes, because I told her today that you gave out one of the pen in one of the journal. She said no. She meant it. She meant yesterday that she can use it here. Yeah, that's what she said.
That's not what I heard.
Mm-mm. What is this? The sun is a star. Hmm? It is a star like the thousands of stars seen in night. Seen at night, I mean. The sun is the closest star on Earth. Star to Earth, it is 93 million miles away. The sun is at the center of the solar system. It is much bigger than the Earth. It is made of gas. The gas is on fire. Hmm? In the center, there are many explosions. The sun is hotter than hot. The heat causes a lot of light. It takes about 8 minutes for light to go from the sun to the earth. Animals and plants they need the energy that comes from the sunlight. Light from the sun gives us energy. Plants need sunlight to grow. Trees grow tall. People cut down trees for the wood, then wood is burnt. Energy is released. Bugs and animals eat the plants. People eat plants and animals to give them energy. Some plants and animals die. They stay in the ground for millions of years. After a while, they are torn into oil. Oil is used to run cars and trucks. The heat from the sun warms the air near the ground. The air gets warm and rises. This causes wind. Wind is a form of energy. The sunlight gives us many forms of energy. Oh well. Second grader um, subject. Oh, excuse me. This is not. Did you finish it? Your fruit, your lunch? Put your shoes away. Why is it in the middle of the house, though? Mm. Freezing. Hello, let's be nice and have a great day, y'all. Have a great day too. Yeah, close the door, please. Butter slime.
Doesn't really taste that good.
Is that
Yeah.
stink though? It smells like chlorine.
What?
It don't smell good. It smells like chlorine. And got dried out.
No, it didn't get dried out. It was sticking to something.
Sure. Wala po sa inyo. Hello, hello. Ay, bakit ganun? Thank you po sa pagsama dito sa aking live. First live ko ni for almost for more than a month without being on live. It's because I was being disabled. My channel was disabled because of the child thingy thing. That's okay though. It happens. It's slime. It's a slime, guys. Slime. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Bag Little. Hello po sa inyo. Ah! Let me see. Open the lunchbox. Let me see. Lunchbox. The lunchbox itself, not the bag. Open, I said. Empty? So you eat all of it. So you eat your applesauce.
Are you making a bowl?
Probably. Slay, Bella. Ninang did not respond to your message yet. Yeah, she's not. I think she's busy right now. She have. I think she went home to take a nap, and then later she's going to go work. I think your father. I think your father is awake. Send me to the fields Well, I didn't do live yesterday because it was my daughter's birthday and kinda busy. So maybe that's why today is a good day. And I'm making a bowl made of clay or what is this? Um, butter slime kit for girls. Party papers. Butter slime happy time with boys and girls.
Do you want to show them this cute little charm?
There's a cake charm right here.
It's pretty
It says love. Oh, the charm is gone. I don't really like the smell, Ayana. It's stink. Q&A sticker food that smells better than it tastes. Try it. Food that smells better than it tastes. What is it? Answer. Dried fish. Maybe the answer is dried fish. Ika. Ooh.
will say that,
I'm back.
Joe, I appreciate your videos. You inspired me to, take the plunge and take a chance at it. And I appreciate that. And I just wanted to tell everybody thank you, just in case you sent me an email and I have not got to it yet. But anyway, one of them really struck me. Some of them are awful, but this one was something I could relate to. Mine isn't as bad as this, but this seems to be more and more common each day. As my channel grows, I get more and more of these emails.
Yeah,
And
now.
then it makes me aware of how often what I'm about to tell you is happening. But I got an email, I'm not going to say no names. This guy sent me an email, said he was married for 30-some years. 37 years to be exact. And he came home, I don't know what he came home from, but he came home, and it's a typical story now, man. I get at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these same stories every day. He come home, and bank accounts are cleaned out, stuff's gone out of the house, no note, no text, no warning, poof, the wife is gone. 37 years. Now, of course, I'm only getting one side of the story, and there could be something going on. There could be more to it, but regardless of what's going on, man, any young fellas that ain't married, don't get married, man. It just isn't worth it. Find you a good girl that's willing to just be your partner, do it, spit in your hand and do a handshake or something. You can still get the ring, you can do the wedding, you can get the dress, do the whole 9 yards. But don't make it legal through the state, because it is such a scam and such a devastating situation for men. It's not only is it not fair, it's weaponized at this point. It is awful. It is awful. I'm usually happy and cheerful, but today I'm a little upset about that guy's situation, and I'm under the weather. I'm not going to start bashing women by no means, because I know it doesn't apply to all women, but it just seems to be, well, statistically, I think it's 80% of the time, women get to a certain age and they just decide to, I don't know, start over in a...
I want 5. Chocolate. Really? No.
The what?
Read one at a time slow. No. I don't like caramel. Maybe.
Wafer and caramel.
3 and 5.
You buying?
About a couple, I guess. $1 a piece.
Yeah. She need to sell all of it, all of that chocolates. But the question is your father have a money to pay you? Ayana, she said you can. Ayana, she said you can until 5 only. She said you can go in her house to play until 5 only.
5 minutes?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
So look at the time. It's 3:30, 4:30, 5. 1.5 hours only.
To stay at her house?
Yeah, to play. Just for an hour and a half.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, so hard.
Check the magic show. I need to get $60. So you need to give me $2. Mommy,
What?
$2, please.
I get him a little.
The coins. Though.
Exactly.
Well,
I think
we're
I have
wasting
$2.
the money, though.
Wasting the money,
We're
is
trying
it?
to save up the coins.
See, Bob, we need to get that coin. Need to get rid of that coin. Mm. Quick, clean up this lunch box of yours. Oh. If you don't clean up, I'm not gonna take you there. Put that inside the little bag, your money.
Your chocolate's gonna be in the fridge.
Clean up. You better quick. Your time is running. They only give you an. Give it to me. I'll keep that. She got 30, Dad. More money yesterday. Come on, finish your cleanup.
Thanks, Dad.
No, thanks to me. I'm not paying.
Well, he bought my chocolate.
He bought by words, but who paid?
You.
See?
Thank you, Mama.
And they got a big advantage. They have incentive. Like that guy's situation, the wife knew before she made that decision, she already knew. She's probably going to get the house. She's probably going to get the car.
Eat that, finish
She
it
cleaned up
faster.
the checking account, the savings account, and
What about I put on the
you know,
table?
I don't know if she cashed in the 401k, but even if she did,
The
she's probably
faster
gonna
you
get
eat that, the
later.
faster we can go.
And probably whatever she says about the man, the court's going to side with her, and that's going to be the end of it. If he walks away with anything, he got lucky. But that's not the point to this video.
I need
The
to
point I'm trying to make, fellas, is
release
don't even
something.
sweat that. We're built for that kind of battle.
I'm gonna hide this
And I guess that's why the
without
laws are
Ayana's
against us, but I just
image
wanted to
on
let
it.
you guys know, don't even sweat that stuff. Those material things, I just discovered this. I kind of started thinking about 2.5 years ago, because I've been
All
here
right.
6 months. I
They're
know
gonna
for
look
a
at the
fact that-
window.
But 2 years ago, I started wondering, like, man, I've been working, there was times, you know, I'm working 12, 16-hour days, 6, 7 days a week. I would say the majority of my life, no joke, at least for the past 20 years, I work 6 days a week, at least 3 weeks out of the month, you know, for the last 20 years. That's normal. And a few of those weeks, you know, here and there, maybe 3 weeks a year, I work 7 days. And it's just crazy. It's just too much, man. Life is too short to spend it just working, and it's not like, you know, people say I'm chasing money, and which we are. But in my case, I was just making ends meet. You know, I mean, I had a decent life. I'm not gonna say that I was in a bad way, especially after being here in the Philippines. You really learn what true poverty looks like, and it'll pull on your heartstrings, to say the least. But and like I said in a lot of my videos, I can only speak for myself. These are all my opinions. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of things wrong, and I will continue to get a lot of things wrong. And that's why this is another reason I love YouTube, because I get emails straightening me out from professionals that may be in certain professions. Like I made a video about taxes and got a good email from a CPA who looked out for me and taught me some pretty valuable stuff I needed to know. Not that any of the stuff that I said was wrong. It's just I probably should have clarified a little more than I did, and I would have if I would have known, but I didn't. Anyway, back on topic here. Once you realize the stress that all of the mundane, everyday life in the West is, and I think this goes for any Western country, Australia, Japan, even everywhere in the West. Of course, our cousins over in Great Britain, it's the same story, man. Everybody, especially men, are just working their fingers to the bone. Not all. The ones who are doing nothing get rewarded the most. That's the crazy part. But the people that are actually trying to do the right thing, like I was one of those people, I'm not going to say I'm too good for government assistance because I grew up on having it on and off all of my life. But I take pride in not wanting to do that stuff, and I know a lot of people do. So this applies to those people, the people that really like, you know, we like to have the idea that it's there if you really need it, but you don't want to ever need it if you can help it. So you work real hard to avoid that problem. And now to accomplish that, it's gotten hard. It's gotten even harder. Like for the young, like I talked to my son and his wife, they both work, and they work. And they're better, to be honest with you, they're more responsible than my wife and I was at their age. They try, you know, they try hard, and they work hard, and they're raising their daughters the right way, better than me and their mom raised them.
Choose that right there.
But
Choose that from
the point is it's way harder now. It's way harder. The cost of living and the you know, everything's just gotten more expensive, and the value's gotten worth a little less than it was. And on top of that, the wages haven't went up. And you know, there's a million different ways you can complain about it, and there's a million different ways of why. But the point to this video is to let guys know that are in a situation, no matter your age, if you're in a situation to where some woman has took you to the cleaners or taken advantage of you, or if you're in a situation where you're being used now, get out of there, man. Scram, beat it. Take the chance, man. You don't need any of that stuff. You're a man.
Scream
And this, I guess, to apply for a woman too. If you
Are you done?
Huh?
Are you done?
Yeah. Yes, it is super done. Super done.
Hang on, I want that meeting. I go all the way over there. The meeting lasts like 10 minutes.
And then come home after that?
I was driving. I was like, I couldn't look at it. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm sleepy. I don't feel good.
Alright, I'll take her there first.
Oh, Dad. See you later. What hug? Bye-bye. Enjoy the TV.
Come on, Ayana. Hold on. Yeah, the phone will catch up with it. Oh no, of course not. It's facing the wall. No menu. I'm not going down now.
many places that will hire you just to teach English all around the world. And from those wages, you can live a better life just about. I know of at least 5 countries that you can live a better life for $1,000, well, yeah, $1,000 a month than somebody in America making 100,000. That's just the truth. It's a sad truth, but it's still the truth. The thing, I don't know what this property would cost in the United States. You can look around and see what it's like. It's nothing, it's fancy to me. Compared, I was living in an apartment before I came here. We had a pool at the apartment, but it wasn't this close to my front door. And there was definitely not a beautiful ocean right on the other side of a secured gate.
Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. Vultures.
Old school Steve, Fans, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Thanks to this waterfront hotel on Booking.com, even Yankees fans are loving Boston.
Oh, no, we're keeping tabs on our rivals.
With so many choices, you can be a fan of any U.S. city. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
So our wedding's in a couple of weeks. I just needed to tell you this face to face.
Don't say it.
You're going to be eligible to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union because I'm an Air Force veteran.
All veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. The government is neutering this $59 electric lighter next month, and this is your last chance to get the original. There's a new electric lighter out there, and it's the most powerful one you'll ever own. But here's the bad news. In just a few weeks, regulators will force the only company that makes it to weaken its design. That means slower ignition, a weaker flame, and a lighter that just won't perform like this one does right now. The current version, called Lux Blaze, is unlike anything you've ever seen. That's because it doesn't.
Now this place, it looks like Fort Knox over here. But and the bars on the windows, if anybody was wondering, because I was asking about that, I thought that was like to keep burglars out, but it's not. It's for the flying. Whenever, if a typhoon comes through or a strong rain, strong wind, it's pretty common for the coconuts to bang into those bars, and that's just to save the windows, not for the burglars. I'm sure they help or assist with the burglars, but that's not what they're there for. So if you see it on all the houses in the Philippines, you'll notice that they're usually on the lower half of the building, and that's usually where coconuts land down. But anyway, you can come over here, man. A flight for the Philippines, an example, you can get a one-way flight to the Philippines for less than $800. You might have a few stops along the way, but once you get here, man, if you got an income of any sort,
Hello.
there's a course
Hello.
response to it, and I'm sure that you've seen a lot of the YouTube channels that tell you how terrible it is.
It's
all the bad things. Personally, in my experience,
I need to have something
I've encountered nothing
to
but
me because I
kindness.
don't have the permit to read
I
it.
may have been taxed a few times at some of the little stands, and maybe that bothers some people, but I don't know those people's situation. And what a lot of these people
Glittercraft
complain about,
chicken.
they call it
Yes.
skin tax. They see that you're a foreigner, and like
Shooting star.
maybe if the tomato is supposed to be 20 pesos, they might charge you 30 pesos. I'm not gonna cry over a nickel, and more power to them. More
Ain't
power
gonna
to
grab a
them.
nickel.
If you're in the U.S., I mean, just go to Walmart. We'll take Walmart for an example.
Open down.
Walmart keeps a sale going on. There's always a sale on certain items. But if they mark this item down 10 cents, there's another item that goes with it that's going to be marked up for 10 cents. It's just
No, you're a liar.
normal behavior. It's not
Where can you
skin tax.
get
It's
10
called
cents
hustle,
now?
Respect it. But the type of life that you can live over here, it's just less stressful to have less material. I remember that guy, one of those cats trying to take over the world, said, you will own nothing and be happy about it. I don't agree with that guy, but I believe he might be owning something for people, at least in my age group. Because the less you have to manage and take care of, this is just my opinion, the less stress you have, or at least for me. I don't worry. I don't have anything to keep track of. It's somebody else's. The only reason I bought the scooter, if you watch my channel, is just because ease of use. I would like to have the same scooter jumping on the ferries going to these different islands that I'm getting ready to start going to. And
So
I don't
you're
worry
now
about it
a
crashing
traveler.
or somebody, saying I owe them money to fix their scooter if I do lay it down, which I would owe them. But if it's mine, I don't care about it. If I do lay it down, if it still drives, I don't care. I ain't getting no scratches fixed. But that's the reason I bought the scooter, and I paid cash for it. There's no more worries about it. I don't have any kind of monthly bills. The insurance, the scooter came with 3 years of motor insurance. So I don't really have any monthly expense to worry about other than where I'm gonna
Gas.
sleep at and the power bill for the place I sleep in. The Wi-Fi's free. I do pay for Netflix. I think I got Netflix went up too. I think I paid $20 a month. I seen it come out of my account the
So
other
there's
day.
Netflix in Philippines?
I didn't really pay attention.
There wasn't last night in here in
Netflix.
Dale.
I thought Netflix used to be like $7 a month or $8 a month. I'm old. I never I never pay attention to it just comes out automatically. But yeah, I guess I got a good package or something. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, that's
So
it.
that's
my
800
monthly
a month.
bills. And just the stress relief from that, not having those material things that hold you in place, I feel so much freedom because today, literally right now, if I decide to go inside,
My
and
father's
pack up
SUV,
my-
the 7-seaters or 9-seaters, he paid 5,000 every year for the insurance. That's $100. Yeah, that 5,000 includes the smoke test. You have to go to the smoke test first before you can get that insurance. So that's how much he paid. In total, we're like 5,500. That's it.
2 bags. I got 2 backpacks. One of them's just basically for camera equipment and electronics. I can go in here and pack my bags in the next 30 minutes and have everything I own in that scooter and tell my landlord, hey, I appreciate it. I've decided to move to Behold. And in an hour, I'll be on a ferry to Behold. Looking for another place just like this for the same amount of money, no
I go
problem.
itchy.
And I can do that, and I don't want to do that, but just knowing that I have the freedom to do that at any moment is a good feeling, man. A good feeling I've never had before. Because there's not a lot of red tape here. Everything's old school handshake deals. You get some contracts and stuff like that. There is laws and there's binding contracts and all that stuff. But generally, you're going to pay a deposit. If you leave before that lease is up, they're keeping the deposit. But other than that, that's it. You're not going to need to show up in court that I'm aware of. And the people don't care because this is a cool spot. She can have this thing rented out
Yes.
before the sun sets all the way tonight, probably. But I just want to tell you guys that
I let the guy do
even
the
if you are
talking.
going through a divorce or a breakup or a job loss or anything like that right there, where there's a will, there's a way, man. And you don't have to live like that. I wished I would have left here. I wished I would have left the States a lot younger, maybe even before my wife decided that she wanted a divorce. If I could have talked her into somehow traveling, maybe starting a YouTube many years ago, I think the last few years of my life would have been a lot different than they were. Whenever I first came over here, I had always thought, I need a backup plan just in case. I came over here and I was on a budget. I planned to only spend $1,940 a month. Always a possibility for an accident or something like that happened that could have made me lower that budget down. So I made a backup plan. Now it's time to tell you what that backup plan was. If you leave the States, man, and you've got, of course, I wouldn't recommend this. This is just the last resort. It's better than the alternative that a lot of men are starting to take, and that's give up. I don't want anybody giving up, no matter what. But as a last resort, man, whenever I first came over here, if my money wasn't going to work out and I couldn't make it to the point where I was going to collect my Social Security, because you got to be at least 59 and a half, I planned on making it to 62 or possibly 65. That's why my monthly budget is $1,940. And even though I'm making a little bit of money on YouTube, I still keep my budget the same. I don't play with that because I put it away because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And having that peace of mind is, you know, worth more than the money that's there. But my backup plan was if all else failed, I was going to get my TEFL and go over to Vietnam and teach English because that's all it takes. If you show up in Vietnam, especially as a U.S. citizen, or if you're from anywhere in Europe, pretty much that you speak good English, you can go to Vietnam and they'll pay you $1,500 to $2,000 a month. That's USD to work for or to teach English for 20 hours a week. And I said to myself, you know, as a backup plan, if something happens and I end up spending a bunch of money for whatever reason, and it taps into the budget to where I can't make it here on my monthly budget, or if it looked like, you know, I was going to run out of money in 3 years or something like that, that's what I was going to go do. You can get a TEFL degree online for anywhere from, I think, $300 to $500, maybe even less, man. I think when I checked it out, it was like, the place I looked at was like $300. I think it depends on the hours that you do. But, you know, it's better than giving up. If that's the last resort, you know. At the point that I'm at now, knowing what I know now, if I was in a situation like that guy is, man, I would sell everything I could get my hands on. Of course, handle all your legal stuff so you don't get in no trouble. And as soon as you're able, man, jump on a plane. It doesn't really matter where you go. You go to Argentina. I actually want to visit Argentina. I like the food, or at least the way that the food looks over there. But, you know, go somewhere. Just get out of there to where you can live on less money. The reason the United States is the richest country in the world is because of how much they take advantage of us, the citizens, to be honest with you. I mean, look at some of the people, I'm not going to get political, but the people that do take a political career, what do they actually do? Like, what do they make that adds to society? What do they actually produce that's good? Somehow or another, they're all of them are in the top 1% of the richest people probably in the world, you know? And they don't produce a good, they don't sling a hammer, they don't build anything. They don't even really they don't even show up for the jobs most of the time whenever they're supposed to. So, what's the point at this point? I mean, we're going to pay taxes. There's no way around it pretty much. But at the same time, it's your life. You got one life to live. We all got rules to live by. But for a piece of mind, what's that worth, man? I love my country. I love the United States, but I hate to see the way that it's headed, especially for men, especially for the younger generation men. I mean, everybody, we always talk junk about them, especially Gen X, because that's what we do. We talk junk about everybody, but especially each other. That's how we greet each other. But anyway, these cats, man, like the youngest, like these guys that are, you know, these boys that are 18 years old right now, and I don't know how they see a future, and I can't really say as I blame them. I know it sounds like some doom and gloom, but I don't know how the heck the U.S. will end up fixing this stuff. If the rules remain to be the same and crime is allowed to run rampant and it's not safe to even go to your local gas station at dark, I mean, what's the dang point, man? These cats are, you know, most of them's already on to the deal of never getting married, and I can't say as I blame them. But anyway, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments out of this one, but anyway, stay strong, fellas. I'm out.
Two more, Princess. Another hour.
Yeah. Oh, there's a note. Okay, let's see. Jill, go. Enjoy.
How about your other boyfriend? Oi, your other boyfriend. Is the house done?
Almost.
Go up. We're there, oh. We're there, oh. Under the live recommendation, there, we're there. Right now. Only the picture, though. 4 o'clock. Middle schoolers. We're there.
In June of
Oh,
Kung mga daliri ang lima na bali, dalawang tainga, iputol mo sa ilong murag palwa. Malinis ang mga ngipin, may tiki sa daplin. Tiya lang po naglubot pag sa pitlan ni Mabang Tuto. Sa dalawa, tatlo, may tatay kong kalbo. Naligos sa banyo, napakuwi ang ulo. Kembot nga para sa lahat. Ulam na. Kamusta natin ito? Sabi, pasipol. Ito na ulam natin. Yung kunin lang natin yung ulamin natin. Yung ulamin natin. Yan. Yung kaya lang natin ibusin. Bigyan din natin yung buninay, no? Mas na rin isla. Bawal si buninay. Bawal naman buninay. Kung buninay, mami. Kung doon ang misis niya. Ito yung sigangin natin, mga kamisin. Tapos ito, putas rito tayo. Dito. Dito tayong ihot yung ulo. Dito tayong masarap. Prito lang mo doon, eh. Ay, yan, dito mo. Ay, buninay. Daingin. Prito, sigang. Kaya natin kailangan gasolin. Hindi na natin may, ano tayo, may, magandang luto na tayo na tayo.
Ang aesthetic.
Aesthetic ka. Sama natin si Ed. Bilita. Kamis-kamis to, mga kamis. Kamusta ang araw ng araw, si Bilita? Anong ganun pa rin? Maganda. Maganda.
Kung puro menu din na tula.
Kung ganito ay sigurado. Uy!
Tanggalin mo yung white cake sa dapat tabakoy. Kasi sa bahay ka, tubig-tubig.
Kung sa bayan, puro gastos.
Gusto sa atin.
Dito, sipag lang. Basta sipag lang dito. Napagod ka na doon. Tapos dami pag-gastos. Libre ulam.
Doon lang libre ulam.
Mga pis pa, bagong ulam lang. Nanghingi kayo? Walang libre ulam dito?
Sabi nila hindi ko tayo siya. Bayan.
Bayan mo
Do you understand that?
We're not fucking word.
They said that if you live in town, you're gonna spend money to eat. But they live in the like that. Food that they eat is free, except from rice.
They fucking fishing with us, bro.
As long
Seen the pig I watched last night, night before. First caught fucking a million goddamn little pigs.
they fish and then they bring this little gasolet and cook it in the boat.
Where's that video I watched the other day?
Excuse me.
They got a lot of views too. Very good.
Dami oh.
This one.
Chinese.
What if you were prepared for all those interview curveballs?
They got all of that? Oh. Cool. I love that. That's they got the big boat.
Sinigang mga kamisin. Alam mo naman.
See their boat, they have a cooking. They cooked it. Dang. Giant fish.
I want to catch some giant fish like that with a rod and reel.
Siyempre si Diswang. Sa'yo, hindi nagpapay. Mas malaki si Zay sa kanya sayaw. Nakita niya yung sayaw niya. Ang daming tagdog, kaya walang kinita. Okay lang yun. Ang importante, mapakita namin kung gano'ng kagaling sumayaw si Zay mga kamiting. At siyempre, kapag walang tugtog, walang buhay yung sayaw nila. Kaya nilagyan pa rin natin tugtog. Pinag-decision namin ngayon si Zay. Kasi lagyan na lang natin kahit walang kita. Importante, ma-share namin kung ano yung talent niya. Si Kamising, panibagong araw, panibagong simula na naman ng aming pag-vlog. Dahil bago na naman to mga Kamising. May mga tip na naman ba?
What's the name of their channel? Why is it AS on their shirt?
Amazing Sea. So watching it the other day. It's long videos, but I try to find videos that they catch a big fish and like cook it on an open fire. About what we do in the Philippines.
You don't have to worry about that. If you want, you'll be like one of my brothers or one of my cousins. They will tell you, they will teach you what to do. You can improvise.
Totoo na daw talaga to dahil marami at bukod doon mga Kamising, ang dami daw tao na pupunta doon. Kaya isa na kami doon sa mga pupunta. Kaya mga natin mga Kamising, pagturo tayo, dami natin sa doon. Marami at makapal. Iba't iba daw klase ng isda. May mga talapito, may mga ganun doon.
I think they fished all day. All that fish they caught, a bunch of people involved. I think they made like $40 a piece. Not bad.
Because in the Philippines, if you work the whole day, you can only get 500 pesos. That's $2.50.
2,000 and almost 3,000 each. Plus YouTube when they get paid.
Yeah.
They make it good.
Gamit natin para may hangin na silalim.
I need to buy that net. There's fish already. You go fishing, but the question is, do you know how to swim?
I don't fish like that.
No, I mean it's like even in the boat, well, anything happen to the boat, do you know how to swim?
Swim. I haven't done it in 20 years. 30.
Oh, Is good enough for her then?